Hi, this is Robert from Viato Equipment, and I'm going to show you how to uncrate your Viato system. So the tools that you're going to need is a Phillips, number 2 Phillips. You can either use a driver and a Phillips bit or use a screwdriver. And you'll need a 5/32 hex key and a 7/16 wrench to unbolt a few things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to disassemble the top. Now the key thing is you only want to remove screws that have green around them. So we have 4 across the back, 4 across the front, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, or vice versa for you guys. And so we've pre-done these, so it just kind of comes off. Once those are all unscrewed, you can actually pull your top off and separate this and get it out of the way. Once you have your top off, now you want to take off the long edge. Now this long edge has green paint here, so this is the long edge we want to take off. And I'm just going to unscrew these. Some of the screws are already done. Oops, wrong direction. Do these ends first. Then I'm going to do the bottoms. This one. Now this part, we're just going to take this whole section off as one unit. So I'll just kind of flip this around. And so I'm going to unscrew the sides here. Some models might use this green paint, but in this situation we had to add a couple pieces, so we're just going to remove these. Okay. Now I'll flip around, do the other end. Okay. Most of my screws are off on here. Let's see how far we have left to go. And now you just want to slide this off away from your product. Okay. You'll notice there's some foam on here. Your project will be fully enclosed in foam all the way around. You'll have foam on the top, foam around the fronts and sides and back. You don't need to take that off just yet. The next thing you want to do is undo the straps right here. And all you want to do is push this button here, straighten it up so it's a nice straight line, then you can just pull these and loosen this up. This one has, instead of that button, this one has this push. Go ahead and just stretch it a little bit. For those with just a bench, your bed plate will be on the bottom. For those of you who have benches and cubbies, your bed plate will be on top. This is what we call a shipping bed plate. It comes with 5 pieces. The first 2 are just single individual pieces. And the last one is the tailgate section with 2 wings. We'll talk about assembling that in our next video. So you'll have foam on top of here. You'll want to remove that foam. And then right here, you'll have some sort of tie-down system. If you just have a bench and a single side, you'll have this extra piece right here. This is just supporting it so this doesn't collapse. And you can use your wrench, but I made this finger tight, so I'm just going to loosen this up. A socket would work fine, and a hex key on the top. Your screws will be, oops, one that got away, will be self-locking. If you have a passenger side and a driver's side with benches, you'll have this plate right here, which will be connected between the two benches. Like this, you'll have 2 or 3 of these in here. If you have cushions, they'll come in a bag right here. And so this is our 30-inch cushion, and this is a 20-inch cushion. So depending on what you ordered, you'll be ready. The next thing that you'll want to do before you unscrew this from the base is take off the hatches. And we'll have another video specifically on hatch removal and hatch assembly. So I'm just going to pull these off. Lay these down in a nice safe place. This particular bench has hatches in the front and the top. Make sure that you get them all. Okay. And then to lighten up the weight, you're definitely going to want to take the drawers out. Now this should come out very nicely. Okay. Now for demonstration purposes, I haven't put any screws in here, but you'll have a set of screws, one here and one here, and then 2 more on the back side to unscrew. Now your Viato system is ready to remove. You'll want to push these in, but if you tip it over, they will start to come out. So you'll want to move this, holding it from the front, or have 2 people grab each end. Okay, and that's uncrating your Viato system.